Typically in this speed run, we're going to air quote skip some of these boss fights by throwing our friend Cappy into the battle arena, skipping the cutscene trigger. And since some bosses are programmed not to fight back until the cutscene is over, this boss was just gonna sit here like a lump and let us beat him up. But the donation incentive I'm offering would make us have to actually fight all of these bosses on even footing. So this video is just showcasing the 3 different boss fights that we're actually gonna have to fight because of this incentive. This first fight I'm showcasing against the Captain of the Pirates is more of a mid-boss fight. It's not super technical. It's just so early in the run that it's not meant to be very difficult, but you do have to be careful about the bombs. It's very easy to accidentally pick it up and then hold the bomb in your hands as it's exploding, and that will take off a huge chunk of your life. Bombs are very devastating to you in this game, not so much to the bosses, unfortunately. The second boss fight against Uirapuru is totally different. We very much have a Mega Man X or X2, I can't remember whichever one has Storm Eagle in it. That's what we're dealing with here. The boss is just gonna fly off the screen for what feels like minutes at a time. It's not quite that bad, but he's just gonna be untargetable for huge chunks of time. You have to worry about the knockback from the feathers that the boss will surround itself with, and just from regular contact damage, because there's obviously holes in the ground you can fall through. And the boss will get a lot more chip damage on you if you're staying close, but that's really where our big chunk, our big chunky chunks of damage are. So we have to really just go toe-to-toe with this boss whenever we can, and make sure to dodge the line AoEs when we can't. The last fight I'm showing off against the Storm Witch is by far the most difficult one to do quickly. You don't have to worry about dying nearly as much on this fight as you do on the previous fight, just because it's so much easier to dodge out the damage. But maximizing your very limited damage windows is really the name of the game here. The Storm Witch will, as you can see, just become untargetable much more often. Maybe not for as long spurts each time, but definitely far more often than in the previous fight. And on top of that, sometimes when she goes into an attack cycle, it has to deal with those two computers. You can see at the top of the screen where she's going to hack them and use them to give herself a pretty nice invulnerability shield. And in order to advance the fight and actually deal damage again, here we're going into that cycle now, you have to hit both computers with your Storm Gauntlet, which costs 6 mana. So in order to clear the cycle, you need 12 mana, which is well over half of what you have in a speedrun for this fight. And that's just a lot of mana, a lot of damage you have to keep off the table if you want to clear that cycle quickly. You could, of course, just get as much damage down as you can and maybe use cheese to get through the computers, but it costs 3 wedges of cheese, and you only have so much cheese coming into the fight. So it's really about balancing your damage windows, maximizing your damage, making sure you have something that's in the pocket for the computers. Maybe you don't run all the way down to 0, but maybe you hold on to enough for at least 1 computer and then regen for the 2nd computer. There's lots of different ways to go about it, but as you can see, the AoE tells are much easier to dodge, much more evident where your safe spots are. It's really just about maximizing your limited damage opportunities. That's how you get through the fight. That's really what the difficulty is in the speed aspect, not in the survivability aspect.